The number one mistake most buyers make in Texas and the rest of Africa. Let's get started. Most buyers lose tens of thousands of dollars, okay, in Texas, and they don't even realize it. And if you're part of the African diaspora trying to invest back home in Africa, the same mistake is costing you even more, okay? Today, I'm breaking down the real financial damage caused by waiting to buy a home, including the hidden long-term mortgage cost, the increased taxes, the bigger down payment, and the risk of a bidding war. And by the end of this video, you will know exactly why waiting is one of the most expensive decisions most buyers make. Let's get started. If this is your first time, my name is Joe Lewis, and I'm a Texas real estate and mortgage expert, a diaspora investment consultant, and a commentator on the economic and legal forces shaping real estate and wealth building in West Africa. Okay, welcome. And I help Texans, investors, and African diasporas build real wealth through real estate without wasting years on bad advice or fear-driven hesitation. Okay, let's get straight into it. When buyers tell me, "Oh, Lewis, I'm waiting for the perfect time to buy a home," what they are really actually doing is setting themselves up for a very higher purchase price, a higher monthly cost, and a tougher, more competitive market. And I'm going to show you the numbers so you can see it for yourself. Okay? Let's break it down. Let's say you're interested in buying a home and say that the price goes up by $40,000 because you're like, "Lewis, I want to wait till next year or maybe January." And I'm like, no, you don't want to do that. You know why? Because now sellers are desperate. Home builders are giving out tons of deals and promotions, offering very incredibly low interest rates. Interest rates are averaging about 5.5%, 6%, okay? But when you have builders offering you 4.99, they give you incentives like free appliances, free fridge, washer, dryer, blinds, windows, window dressings. And guess what? They're paying most of your closing costs for you. And that includes some part of your down payment. And you don't want to take advantage of this. You're like, "Lewis, I want to wait. I believe the God of the 20 dogs or the God of Yemen, or some weird shit is telling me to wait till next year." Guess what? We're seeing interest rates starting to drop. You know what it is? There's an inverse relation between price and interest rates. Once interest rates start to drop, all those people sitting on the fence are not going to jump in. And guess what? Now you have a lot of competition and maybe a potential bidding war. So why do you want to do that? Talk to the expert. The thing I don't want to hear most buyers do or most investors do is, "You know what? Oh, I talked to my cousin. I talked to my uncle." They are not experts. You need to talk to an expert. And today you're talking to one. I'm a Texas real estate and mortgage expert. And I'm telling you, talk to the experts. Your cousin is great, but it's bad advice. He's not an expert. He doesn't have insight. He may have an opinion, but we have insights and tips and tricks to get you the home or the dream investment you want. Okay? So let's break it down. You want to buy a house. Instead of buying now, when there's so many deals on the market because sellers are frustrated, sellers are desperate, builders want to get rid of inventory. You don't want to do that. You're like, "Lewis, let me wait till next year." Okay, fine, whatever. But guess what? As interest rates, because you believe interest rates are going to drop and you've seen some slide drops in interest rate, you're excited. But guess what? There's a million other people watching. Okay? There's a million other people watching. All these people are watching the market. And the moment you think you're the only one with fine eyes, you think you only get fine eyes. Guess what? A million other people got fine eyes. They also want to find things in life. And that dream home you're looking at, they want it too. And guess what? You're going to compete. Okay? And you know what happens when people compete? They'll pay more. That's what you want to do. Okay. So let's say you are of the mindset, "I want to wait." Fine. I'm telling you, come to me, talk to me right now. I can get you. There's so many incredible deals. You have no idea. These builders are willing to give it away. Give it away. They might be throwing a dog for you. Okay, what do you want? Just talk to the experts. They're giving it away. Okay, but let's get back to the point. You want to wait till next year. When say that dream home or that perfect home you want or that house you've been eyeing, you think it's still gonna be there for you next year, right? Okay, great. Let's try it. Next year, guess what? As interest rates start to drop, prices go up. Artificially, prices go up. So now that house you're looking for, let's say it goes up by $40,000. That $500,000 you wanted, now it's $540K. Okay, it goes up by $40K. Most people think, oh, that's just an extra 40 grand. Nothing. Okay, but that's not the real cost. You're not thinking about it. That's not the real cost. If you finance that 40,000, that extra 40,000 at a 5.5% interest rate, guess what? You will pay. Let's assume you're financing it for 30 years, an extra 40,000 for 30 years at a 5.5% interest rate. You will pay $42,000 in interest alone. $42,000 in interest alone. So now that 40,000 price jump is really close to $82,000 that will come out of your pocket, whether now or later. You may not see it now, okay? You may not see it now, but it will come out of your pocket sooner or later. But that's a cost. In accounting, there's a term called unrecognized gains. Unrecognized gains, okay? Or unrecognized expenses. This is something you're not recognizing, but it's going to be there and smack you in the face with a big kiss. Come to me and give me that money. And you're going to feel it, okay? And on top of that, so now you have an $82,000 hit out of your pocket that you don't recognize because you're just thinking, hey, I want and I believe prices are going to drop. No, prices don't just drop. They correlate with interest rates unless you get super lucky. And now it is not everybody gets super lucky. You may not be that lucky, okay? On top of that, now your property taxes increase. You're like, Louis, why would my property taxes not increase? Yes, because now the value of your home may have increased or will have increased by that $40,000, okay? And in many counties in Texas, property tax is about 2%. So let's assume your home goes up by $40,000. You're going to pay about maybe $800 more in taxes for the year. $800 more, okay? And that's $8,000 in 10 years. You see that? You see where I'm going now? From the $82,000 hit, now you're taking another $800 more in property taxes, okay? And property taxes are sure. You cannot forget this. You cannot dodge your property taxes. Either you pay or the county will foreclose on your house. Got it? Yes. Now let's move on. Besides the taxes, right? Now, let's talk about insurance. So now, this insurance tends to go up with increased property values. So expect another $120 to $200 a year extra that's going to cost you. Now your down payment. Oh, Louis, I wanted to wait. Now prices have gone up. Now that 3% or 5% down payment, or let's say 20% down payment, that's $8,000 more in cash you now need up front. 20% of that 40,000 is now 8,000. So you see how things are starting to unravel. When I said there are unrecognized expenses that are coming up so fast, and the longer you wait, the more likely you're going to get into a bidding war. You understand? Don't always think that when you wait, prices just get cheaper. They don't, because there'll be higher demand next year. When interest rates go down, there's a higher demand. Remember what happened right after COVID? Everybody jumped into the market and there were bidding wars everywhere because interest rates were so cheap. When the cost of borrowing goes down, everybody wants to buy. Everybody wants to borrow. And guess what? The price of that commodity has to go up. It don't go down. Yesterday's price isn't going to be today's price. Okay? So why are you waiting? Now I've told you the cost of waiting. Now you're paying what? An increase. The $40,000 increase in price is now resulting in $82,000. It's not just the increased price, that includes $42,000 alone in interest. Okay? Plus insurance. And now what? You still want to wait? All right, let's count the cost. Okay. Now your mortgage is going to go up because now that house costs more. Your monthly mortgage is going to go up because that house costs more. Even if interest rates drop, there'll be a significant increase because that 5% or 4% you're waiting for, 4.5% you're waiting for, at that $500,000 price, it's not going to be $500,000 more. It's now slightly more expensive. Okay? So no, waiting is not free. Waiting is expensive. Okay? And let me speak to my diaspora investors for a moment. This isn't just a Texas issue, okay? If you're buying land or property in Ghana, Nigeria, or anywhere in West Africa, the same mistakes apply, except the impact can be even bigger for you, okay? Land prices in Accra, Kumasi, Lagos, Abuja, they are rising faster than incomes. And let me repeat that again. Land prices in Accra, Kumasi, Abuja, Lagos are increasing faster than incomes. Regulations are also changing every now and then. Title issues are becoming more complicated. Developers are adjusting their prices every few months. So while you're waiting for the perfect time, somebody else is buying, building, and renting, and the price you eventually pay keeps climbing. Okay? Opportunity doesn't wait, and real estate rewards action, not hesitation. Okay? So what do you do instead? So you're like, Louis, okay, you told me about the cost of waiting. So what should I do? Let me tell you what you should do. Start analyzing the numbers. Get pre-approved with a lender so you know the real cost. Okay, and not just opinions or assumptions or emotions. Study the neighborhoods. Understand the financing. Know how your financing affects your budget and if you can make the move or not. Those are informed decisions and not emotional decisions, okay? And move strategically when the math makes sense. When the math is mathing, then you make a move, but not when your emotions tell you to pause, or your uncle gives you some bad advice, or you talk to your cousin. Like I'm saying, always talk to the experts, okay? That's how you build wealth, both in Texas and in West Africa, with informed action, okay? All right, so if you found this helpful, hit the subscribe button and turn on your notifications. I share weekly insights that save my clients thousands of dollars and help you build real wealth globally, okay? And drop a comment in the comment section and let me know, are you buying here in Texas, investing back home in Ghana, Nigeria, or West Africa, or anywhere else? I want to hear your story, okay? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.